Today's rebuild is something a little bit different from myself. As I am away for this weekend, I've decided to do a rebuild with Bodo Glimt as requested by channel member Ollie Gaming. So massive thank you, Ollie, and I'm big up to him for coming up with this idea. It's his local club in Norway, the team he supports, and the best thing about Bodo Glimt, that 20 youth recruitment and the fact they love bringing through their own fantastic talent. So what we have done is set an under-19s cap to this transfer whole special of doing a 5-year Bodo Glimt challenge. Can we win the league 5 out of 5 years? Can we win the cup 5 out of 5 years? And can we do anything in the Champions League whatsoever? It's quite difficult to keep a track of because the season runs January to January rather than the normal sort of August to August sort of vibe. So it's quite difficult to keep a track of, but we've got 5 years of rebuilding Bodo Glimt to make them the most dominant team Norway has ever seen. What is going on there, guys? Kempy here, and welcome back to the channel, and thank you for coming back today for another rebuild. And I love doing these rebuilds, and this one is one requested by a very, very good member of our channel. Ollie Gaming was taken is the full name, so absolute legend. Check him out on Twitch and in the Discord channel. He's always in our Twitch as well, so the absolute legend, make sure you go and check him out. He has come up with the idea of making Bodo Glimt unbeatable. Now, if you look at the club itself, this is the end of season number 1. Very, very good. We were top the whole season. My challenge is to win the league 5 years in a row and win the cup 5 years in a row. And can we get to the knockouts of the Champions League, maybe even a quarterfinals? Will be outrageous by only signing under 19s. Now, the squad itself is very, very strong. Absolutely dominating the league. You've got a few amazing players in there. Hugo Veltson, Ulrik Sautnes, Albert Gronbach, Fren Borkan, Patrick Berg are all fantastic. A lot of them are slowly going to be pushed out of the squad as we look to build our own youth destiny. If we look at the under, I don't think there's actually many players to start off with. There's a few four stars, a few 4.5 stars. A 5-star here, Sturla Saga Christiansen. He looks like a real life player. 16 years of age. Unbelievable how good he is at 16 years of age. 5-star potential as well. So we'll see if we can get anything out of him. We've got £18 million in the bank. £22,000 spent a week. Finances are beautiful. And obviously we're going to qualify for the Champions League, hopefully every single year. So we could basically make this a build a nation save if we wanted to. It's going to be 5 years long. And the Discord file, or the save file, sorry, is going to be in the Discord as it is every single time we do one of these saves. We're going to put our own little spin on it, our own little fun of it. Just sign youth players only and see if we can be as dominant as usual. It's a little bit different to what we normally do. We pick up a team that's slightly struggling. Today we've picked up a team that is absolutely dominant and seeing if we could dominate for the foreseeable future by just signing kids. And you know how the saying goes, you don't ever win anything with kids. And let's prove that wrong. I'll show you the signings we've made for season number 1 and then we'll fly through to season number 3. Now, I'm not too sure why I said we're going to go to season number 3 because we are going to do this season at a time like we normally do. We've spent our £18 million. We've spent it well as well. First of all, Timo Zile, a very good centre-half from SC Hervenin. 4-star potential, 2-star current ability. Not quite the 5-star man that we were hoping to get in, but he does look good and he looks decent. Yannis Bartel, a 16-year-old goalkeeper from Bayern Munich. One thing I am going to try and do for at least the first 2 or 3 seasons while we can is sign players that are real life before going to regen. So if anyone develops that's fantastic, you can find them on your save as well. We're going to go through the formation we're using very, very soon as well. We found this guy, Robert Andrew Thomason, another Icelandic midfielder, just valued at £2.5 million. We paid like 30,000 for him and he looks absolutely fantastic. So he's come in on a free, on a 26 grand from KR in Iceland. Sam Dekkers, £7.5 million, a rather expensive one, 5-star potential ever from the Dutch League and from AZ Alkmaar. He's going to come in and be our number 1 right back this season. He looks very, very good as well. We're going to see if we can get much out of him. Talking of starting players, Lucas Asadi is probably the best player we signed this season and he's certainly going to be playing every single game we can with him. He's a left winger, he's an inside forward, he's from Chile or Iran. He's 19 years of age, he's right on the cusp of whether we can use him or not. He's very, very good. Some great pace, some great dribbling, some great ability about him. So he is in the side. Alex Juarez is in the side as well. Right winger, 18 years of age. Pure pace, finishing's fantastic. Crossing's fantastic. First touch is fantastic. So he looks very, very good for just 1.8 million. And Sebastian Girardo as well. 5'5", £3.1 million. He's gone back out on loan to his side, but he has come in for this season. We're going to lock in just Sam Dekkers and Lucas Asadi into the first team, so they're going to play every single game possible. Obviously, we are back in the Champions League when that comes around in August. We are back in the Norwegian First League and Cup. We're going to look to win it this year as well. Money-wise, we've got £5 million to go. I believe there's a few players coming in. No, that's not. That's a couple of seasons' time. The tactic we are using today, we tested through on Friday. This is the ultimate 4-3-3 from Josh Daly. Big up him. Links will be down in the description. We have a sweeper keeper on support in goal, a wing back on support on the right with take more risks, dribble more, shoot less often, stay wider. Ball playing defender on the right, shoot less often, stay wider. Ball playing defender on the left with dribble more, stay wider. A wing back on automatic on the left, take more risk, dribble more, shoot less often, get further forward, sit narrower. A DLP in DM on support with dribble more. A box midfielder on support, shoot less often, get further forward, move into channels. Mezzala on attack, dribble more, shoot less often. An inside forward on support, shoot more often, roam from position. An inverted winger on attack with shoot more often, roam from position. An advanced forward on attack with take more risk, dribble more, shoot more often. And the instructions on the left as well are set to attacking, short passing, play out of defence, be more expressive, higher tempo, barely wide, take short kicks, distribute centre backs, distribute quickly, counter press. Out of possession is going to be high press, more often pressure as well. Prevent the short goalkeeper distribution and get stuck in. Let's see what these young players can do in this first season. Let's see as well if we are going to get any more fantastic young players come through. I don't think the youth intake was fantastic this season. We've got Thomason, Bartel, Juarez, Gerardo, Christensen all in the second team. Third team, there's no one fantastic, and in the under-19 there is actually a few players that have come through for our youth system. It's Jon Drogsev, Philip Alexander Vai, Lars Bravenboa, Bjornar Jurland, who gets very, very good, and Stian Juslar. This guy is fantastic a few years in, so keep an eye out to see how good this guy gets and how well he progresses. Can we win the league and the cup? I expect so. Let's go forward at 1 year side and see how we have done. If you guys can, just make sure if you can, like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, all of them. We do everything around here, so if you can, make sure to like, subscribe, show as much support as you can. It helps me out so much and help you guys out as well, so you don't miss out on any Kempy content. End of season number 2. How have we got on? Well, you can see we've got 2 wicket legs against Atletico Madrid coming up, so we must have got through the group stage, which is fantastic to see. In terms of the competitions, we managed to win the league, 1 loss, 6 draws, 75 points. We won the cup as well. An absolutely dominant season, and Lars Jorgen Slavenson has done very, very well. How have the 2 youngsters done? Asidi and Deckers, how have you got on in your game time? So Asidi, 37 games, 13 goals, 12 assists. Deckers, for some reason, just played 4 games, 17 off the bench, 1 goal, 1 assist. I'm not sure why he didn't play many games. Did he have a massive injury? Or did I not click the button? I might not have clicked the button, and Asidi played a lot of games anyway. It's something that Kempy would do, of course, you know me. Berg did a very good season this season, but mainly it is the striker, Lars Jorgen Slavenson, who is going to be very difficult to replace, but just 19 games, 26 goals, 3 assists. He was fantastic. So it's going to take some beating to get him out of the team and get a new young player in. The youth system is doing very, very well. Let's try and add to that right now. Get through some more good players. We've got how much money? We've got 15 million. We've got 25k in terms of wage budget. And as per usual, the finances are looking stunning. Let's go ahead, make some fantastic youth signings. And that's exactly what we've gone ahead and done. It's gone into last season, which is slightly frustrating. But the first signing we've made is Ziad El Shelwi from Austria, Vienna. 16 determination, some great pace about him as well. And a very good attacking young left-back is Saeed El Shawawi. Diego Calari is a goalkeeper from Sporting. He looks very, very good. 19 years of age, 6'4". It's hard to find a good young goalkeeper, but I think he's going to be very, very good for us. 5-star potential as well, and we'll see how he progresses. The striker I brought in to try and replace the man who scored all the goals last season is Nicolo Tresoldi. I think that's how you say it, actually. That was pretty good. 19 years of age, 6'1", signed from Hanover for £5 million. He's going to be the man we trust in there. A brand new centre-back as well, who looks brilliant. Signed for just, how much? 1.7 million from Kachaki in Serbia. Value of 1.8 to 9 million pounds. Great jump and reach, great heading. Value now of up to 9 million pounds already. And if you look, he's a 3.5-star player already with that 5-star potential. So hopefully He's going to be very good. Juan Antonio Galvez, a 16-year-old we managed to poach. That was from Malaga. We paid £2 million for him. He looks absolutely brilliant, but he does want to be a starter, so we're going to have to see if we can give him the minutes he deserves. Stefano Dalla Riva is a young centre midfielder from Italy, signed from Verona. A little bit more expensive him, so we'll see how well he does. And Oscar Pereira as well. Someone I've signed in quite a few rebuilds, I think. Young Colombian man, 5'5", good dribbling and pace. Determination is fantastic as well. In terms of our biggest sales, Sondre Fett, Adam Sorensen, Wembengo, Mo El Abdelawi, Lode, Zulej, Espoggi, Vetti, Admonson, Kavile have all gone for 14 million over the last 2 years. And Zal's gone out on loan. Yep, Kiar has gone out to Norwich for 1.7 million. A young Icelandic man has gone out on loan as well. And as we look at the team, just see how many 5-star players we have got now in this starting 11. A lot of 16-year-olds, but hopefully they're going to get some good minutes. We are really improving the whole youth system of the squad as well. If we head down into here, we've got a few more 5-stars and 4-stars in there. One in the third team, in the 19s team as well. There's even more fantastic young players that are ready to come up to this Bodo Glimt team. So we're revitalising the club. We're making us as good as can be. We've still got 11 million in the bank, and I'm not going to go for it. There is these young players that are coming in. There's a lot of good youngsters. I think all of these pretty much do end up coming in. I think it was a case of I think I did the save file before. Basically, they ended up joining. Fabricio Neto is a player that's joining next season. He's a centre-back from Brazil, from Flamengo. And Marcos Villalba as well. Another man joining for just 89,000 from Deportivo Capita. So, looking very good here at Bodo Glimt. We're building up a fantastic team. Let's see if we do end up beating Atletico Madrid. It'll be difficult to do, of course. Can we win the league and the cup? Hopefully. Let's see. Well, I tell you what, we're at the end of season number 3, and against all odds, we ended up beating Atletico Madrid on aggregate 5-4. Nicolo Trezeguet in the second leg getting a brace, Asadi scoring as well. Looks like we weren't actually that dominated. We played quite well. Interesting in the team for this was Kalai in goal, Bjorkan, Dalla Riva, Kovacic, Sam Deckers, Bjorfurt, Berg, Veltson, Gerardo, Asadi and Trezeguet. So a lot of the young players getting in the team for us. They've got Joao Felix, Depay, Griezmann, Kondogbia, De Paul, Lorente, Lodi, Ronaldo, Jimenez, Bui and Oblak. So they've had a very strong side against us. And we ended up getting through the round of 16. Now the quarterfinals was a 4-1 loss in aggregate to Manchester United. The greatest team in England, of course. Zinedine Zidane is coach. So we didn't beat them, but the quarterfinals of the Champions League is very good to see just 3 seasons in. I wonder if we'll be able to beat that. It's going to be difficult because obviously we're now starting to get even more young players in. A lot of the great first team players are now leaving. And in terms of competitions, it's the new Champions League group, we're currently sitting in 23rd as we record this, so it'll be interesting to see if we can break through. We ended up winning the league, of course we did. Nicolo Trezeguet with 20 goals and we won the cup as well. So as things stand, we are 4 years in a row because a couple of years previous in the league, and in the cup as well, we are 3 years in a row. We are absolutely dominating with Bodo Glimt, and we're getting a very good dominant spell up. In terms of game time for some of the youngsters, if we just have a little look at the selection info, if I can press the right thing, Diego Kalai playing 47 goals. Berg, a very good player, 27 years of age. He's playing lots of games as well. Albert Gronbach, the cover star of this thumbnail, he looks very good. 9 goals, 9 assists as well. Della Ria, the man from Italy, playing 39 games, 3 goals, 3 assists. Bojan Kovacic, he's done very well at the back as well, 39 games for him. Nicolo Trezeguet, 38 games, 33 goals, 9 assists. He looks great. Hugo Veltson looks good. Aside is getting lots of game time. And at sort of the lower spectrum, you've still got, where's the young Spanish guy? Juan Antonio, 31 games for him. He now looks really good. 6 foot in height now as well, and he looks fantastic. Some of them stats are absolutely outrageous. And in terms of the development centre as well, just to show you, the second team, Dan Gore has been brought in on a free contract from Manchester United. I think we saw that at the end of the last one. Andrew Thomason, I actually forgot to do his contract, so he is sadly leaving on a free contract to go to Leicester. So he's clearly very good. Dan Gore, Yanis Bartel, Christensen, all doing very well still. Third team, we've got a few good players in there still, not many great ones. And again, going through down to the under-18, you're now seeing Bjorn Julen, the right back. He looks fantastic. He's been developed very well. Sitan Juslar as well, the centre-back, also looks fantastic. So there are some good players coming through the academy. The youth intake this time, as we look around, I've clicked a lot of random things there. The youth intake is looking good. We can't quite see the preview of the next one. Let's go forward to when that all happens and the transfers we make for season number 4. And let's see any more Wonder Kids coming through the door. In terms of players not quite here yet, on the 10th of January, we've got Conrado Robato, who is coming in next summer. Centre back from Argentina from Academica Charicas. He looks good. A couple of young players we're still trying to get in. Breno Biden, Joshua Nweke, I think actually does end up coming in, but going back online to his team. He looks fantastic, by the way, from Nigeria. Really, really good. Our scouts are putting absolute work in. Saliu Ndaye is coming in on the 1st of August, so that's got a little bit of time still. Another man from Africa, from Dime Bars FC. I mean, what a fantastic chocolate bar that is. He looks really good. Great pace, great bravery. He looks fantastic. Jose Bravo, a free contract coming in at the end of the season as well from Peru. He looks really good. And in terms of the transfer history, I've done already deals. I've shown you them 3. Rayan has come in from Vasco da Gama, £5 million. He looks really, really good. Great pace, great dribbling, great finishing, all the stuff you want in a winger, just 18 years of age as well. Rutgers Van has come in. That was quite expensive. Oh no, it wasn't. It was a free contract. He's come in. The next guy is the expensive one. As a backup young right back from ADO Den Haag. Elia Dijkstra from AZ Alkmaar. We got Sam Dekkers on one wing back. We got this guy on the other. Both young from Alkmaar, doing very, very well. And he's been brought in to see what he can do. Jose Mendoza has come in but gone straight back out on loan. It was a very good young winger. And Augusto Roberto has come in to back up the man Trezadil and see how he can do. In terms of sales, I think this season I tried to sell some of the main players just to bring in the youth a bit more. So Berg has ended up going to West Ham. Kier left last year. Dreyer left this year. Bjorkan, fantastic left back. If you've never used this guy, make sure to use him because he's absolutely brilliant. We've still got a lot of money left in the bank as usual, but we're not going to be able to spend it all. And it looks like we're now building a bit of a bank balance, which is good to see because it's all about building the club as well, not just the players in the starting lineup. Looking at our best team, it's actually Kalai in goal, Dekkers at right back, Neto and Kovacic at centre backs, with El Shewi at left back. Galvez, we are training to play in that DM role. Gronbach and Belchison just in front. Here from the very, very start, them two. Pereira on the right, Asidi on the left, and Nicolo Trezadil up top. Season number 4. Can we go again with the league and the cup? And how are we going to do in the Champions League? It's what we ask every season. Let's have a little looky. Well, it seems like the domination of Norway carries on, and it actually looks like as well we're doing much better in the Champions League. We've actually come 11th, joint on getting straight through to the round of 16 in the Champions League this season. So we're clearly building as a club, which is really, really good to see. We didn't win it last year, which is a little bit of a shame, of course. We'd have loved to have won it. Did we get through the league phase? We didn't last year. So we've made some big, big progress already this year. So that is very, very good to see. Obviously winning the league again, 71 points, great total. Winning the cup again. Nicolo Trezadil getting top goal scorer. Again, we're doing very, very well. Average rating rise, Nicolo is absolutely smashing it. 39 appearances now, 41 goals. He's wanted by everyone in under the sun. Geraldo's doing very well as well. We've got Albert Gronbach, the cover star, 14 goals, 19 assists now this season. Pereira, 21 games, 10 goals, 9 assists. The young players now really are starting to dominate. And if we do look at the age of this side, you've got 21, 21, 19, 21, 21, 18, 25 and 24, 20, 21, 21. So there is a lot of youth now in this team, and Juan Antonio Alves is turning into an absolute demon. He's wanted by Spurs now, and he's developed very well in that CDM role. So it's good to see he's on. Zaid El Shewi is leaving to go to Freiburg. Didn't end up having the potential that I may have hoped. Bartel, again, we haven't renewed his contract. De La Riva, potential never really got there. He had that fantastic first season. He's going to join Spurs now, but he won't really be much. He looks like he's got very good stats, but pretty much pace for a centre mid isn't that important. Sturla Satgun Kjundjustin, I think is the guy here from the start. Again, potential quite hasn't kept up with the club, so he is also out of the door. Saliu Ndaye is now in. He looks really, really good. Trevor Rhodes, young player, he looks good. Rutgers Van looks very, very good. VA looks very, very good. Lars Ravenbow looks good. Villalba looks good. Rayan looks good. Biden looks good. Zhao looks good. We're full of youth. We absolutely love it. Let's go and see the transfers we can make. See if we can improve the team even more. Well, a little bit more cash has been splashed this year, and that is mainly because, you can't quite see, but Fabrizio Neto has left us to go to PSG for £11 million. So it seems like we found a very, very good young centre-back. He is now obviously doing very well, valued at £70 million. How did we find this man? Our staff are fantastic. He looks brilliant. He's now obviously gone up there, going up to 17 million as well. So we're doing well in terms of finding players. Bruno has come in, £5 million from Corinthians. Alexander Marakovic, 6'3" centre mid, looks fantastic. Signed from Kreven Zvenda. I can't remember who that is. Alfie Bavendage, I think looks really, really good. And he's going to be our striker while Nicolo goes to left wing. This guy looks really good and he's real as well. And I struggle to find people that are real at this point. So he looks good. So he's in for £11 million. Romario Soler also comes in as a left back. 20 determination on him. Vino Kovacic again. 16-year-old, he's been brought in from Tuzla City. Simone Saba is another young striker that's been brought in from Bologna. And Carlos has been brought in as well as a good young left-back. Development centre again. Things are just looking outrageous. We're just having 5-star players absolutely everywhere as we go through. But I tell you what, it is certainly getting more difficult now because our team is becoming very, very strong. Starting lineup, we're looking at Kalai Uland, who is finally now in the first team. I knew he'd get here at some point. I told you guys at the start he would. 18 years of age. Look at these stats. Done through the club himself. He looks absolutely brilliant. Kovacic, I don't know who the other centre-back is meant to be. I don't know who did there. Soler at left-back. Gowers and CDM. Velsom, Gronbach, Pereira, Trosdil and Alfie Bavic. Let's see how they do. Season number 5. How do we get on the Champions League? Are we still in it? We are. We got the knockoff playoff round against Barcelona. Exciting. So we obviously did quite well in the league phase. We ended up coming in 19th. So big progress on last year. Can we beat Barcelona? Let's hope so. Well, yes, indeed. We beat Barcelona 4-1 on aggregate here at the Camp Nou. Ended up with 2 goals from Nicolo Trozadil and Oscar Pereira. The team we played was Kalai Uland, Kovacic and Jusla, the young centre-back we've got through the academy, also playing at the back. Soler at left-back, Galvez, Gronbach, Marovic, Pereira, Mendoza and Trozadil doing very, very well. Lewandowski played, Ansu Fati, Pedri, Gavi, Frankie de Jong, Balde, Get Out, Bodo Glimt and this tactic are here to take over. The round of 16 was a little bit different. We got battered 8-1 by Manchester City. There's levels to the game, people. There's levels to the game. And sadly, Season 5, we actually lost our streak of winning the Cup. We never hit 5 years in a row. Viking come back. We are now a Bodo Glimt sandwich with a Viking bread, which is great to see. We've smashed the league yet again, 72 points. So we have ended up having a dominant spell in the league. 7 years in total now, which is fantastic to see. And in terms of the players, how we're doing, this save is going to be so much fun for someone to pick up. If you want to do a Build a Nation or you're trying to, win the Champions League with a smaller club, this is for you. We've got some fantastic players here. Alpi Bavic has really done well this year. He's wanted by a lot of clubs. You've got to do quite a good job to keep a hold of them. Thankfully, in the dynamics, there's only a couple of players that really want to leave. Gronbach's fuming we didn't win the Cup. We've won it 4 years before that, but he's upset now. Ulan wants a new contract. He's fantastic. Give it to him and you will not be disappointed. We've also got Salidu Ndiaye who wants more game time. So you've got a few players to keep happy. Development centre-wise, you're looking at the second team full of 5-star players. Joshua Nweke looks fantastic, by the way. So get this guy in your team. Third team, there's no one in there. Under 19s, a few decent players, but not quite as good. The youth candidates have been struggling to come through, so hopefully you can increase the club to do even better. Have they still got that 5-star 20? Yeah. Maybe improve the facilities a little bit more, remove the times, but other than that, the team is set for you to absolutely smash it. So pick up this save on the Discord file, come and join in. It's great fun and we have a lot of chat in there. So come join the Discord file, subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment down below on your favourite signing, and I'll speak to you all next time.